crafting journey here, that journey chick on Instagram. It's Saturday. Welcome to the Saturday edition of Crafting and Crime. I'm not going to call it the morning show anymore because I usually don't get it out in the morning. By the time I get it out, it's afternoon in some places, and sometimes you guys just catch up on the weekend. So it's Crafting and Crime. So I have been up since the ass crack of dawn. Not even before that, like if there's such a thing. 4:30, the cats were awake, kittens were up and out, you know. Oh, Pearl just loves this dinosaur. Oh my God, she is just all over the dinosaur. I love him. I love him to death. So we get up. I have vacuumed. I haven't finished vacuuming. Vacuumed 2 of the rooms. Done laundry. Cleaned up the kitchen. Cleaned out the refrigerator. Had coffee. Had my breakfast. Done my research for the show, and I'm ready for a nap. But you know what? The kittens aren't. They have been going since 4:30 a.m. Hey, Pearl, no, Pearl. She's trying to go from the dinosaur and to the curtains and then go down. That's not a good way to do that, sweetheart. Pearl, give me. She's just gonna sit there. Oh, I gotta figure out a way down, Mom. Oh, these crazy kittens. I don't know where the other one is. He's around here somewhere. Yep. Anyway, I digress. Where was I? Okay. And it's going to storm all day. It isn't yet, but I just got a severe thunderstorm warning. 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 What was that from? What show was that from? Lost in Space? Remember that show, Lost in Space? Warning, warning. I hope I'm doing the right. I'm double drilling here. Woohoo. Yes, I am not done. I still have like a few colors here. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I put about 3 more hours into this yesterday. While I was watching lives, I watched Mickey's live, but I was here like an hour before Mickey's live listening to my book on tape. And then I watched her live, and then I sat here for a little while looking for Jen's live and couldn't find it. Then I was on the phone with Uniquely Yours Down Under, Jenny, the owner. She called me, and we were looking for Mickey's painting. Because Mickey's like, no, I didn't get my mystery painting. I didn't get it. And there was some confusion because, I don't have my AOL email anymore. So some people still have that old AOL email address. So Jenny and I got it all straightened out, what my current email is and all that stuff. And then she says, well, a package was delivered to her house on the 13th. Now, I don't know if you guys know Mickey, but her memory's not the best, and she's forgetful. And so I call Mickey. I'm like, Mickey, it was delivered to you on Tuesday. She goes, well, I did get some packages. I said, well, can you go check? So, I said, you're going to have your roommate check because it's a mystery painting, and I didn't tell the company to hide anything. I didn't know that was an option. It is an option, and next time I'll know. So she goes, knocks on the door of her roommate. He gets up, he comes and opens the package, and he shows me the thumbnail. I'm like, yes, that's the one. She's like, well, the package is different. Well, the packaging is different from Uniquely Yours because she gets her soft lint canvases from a different manufacturer than the other canvases. So Mickey had not gotten a soft lint canvas from Uniquely Yours, which I had ordered for her. So so then I call Uniquely Yours back, and I'm like, yes, she got the painting. She's like, it's a good thing you told me because I was just going to unbox it. I'm like, no, it's a mystery painting. Long story short, we would like to start the mystery diamond painting event Sunday. If you do not have your painting yet, don't panic. It's on the way. You can just jump in and start whenever you get it. But we want to go ahead and get starting. The timing is just perfect for me because I'm finishing this today. And then I've got, the Halloween collab is coming up with Jennifer Roberts, DP Addiction Adventures. That is the only time this year that I'm going to veer away from Alice in Wonderland. It's our 3rd annual Halloween collaboration. Yeah. Here it is. Okay, so yeah, it's just, you can't see it on camera. There's a few drills missing here and in here, and then I'm done. And then I just have to go around and see if there's any holes, invariably there will be. And then because of all the hair in my house, and I'm gonna take a toothbrush and just kind of brush it really good. First I'll roll it with my diamond painting roller. This is a diamond painting roller, especially good for squares. You just kind of roll it, make sure all those diamonds are nicely stuck down there. Some people put books over it. This, poured glue is not really necessary. These diamonds aren't going to go anywhere. They're down there to stay, I can guarantee you. Because, when I accidentally put the wrong one down, and you try to get it up, that it's difficult. So it looks like I have about maybe 3 or 4 different symbols to finish up with. So I've got 2 of them here. This one and this one. What did I do with my pen? I'm using my purple pen. Oh, I ordered something. I watched, Jennifer actually did go live, and she, apparently very late at night, so I saw it first thing this morning. I saw that she had gone live, so I was watching it, and she got this monthly thing from diamond painting, I forget the name. You'll have to watch Jennifer. So anyway, I ordered the monthly thing. I went on their site, I ordered it. So I'll be unboxing that when it comes in, and then I'll give you all the info on it and tell you what I think of it. I ordered it in squares because I have a lot of round sparklers, but I don't have any square ones. And I do a lot of square paintings. Yeah. Yes, I do. Then today, I'm just bouncing all over the place. Today, I've got to clean the carpets, as I said. I've got to run the carpet cleaner. There's a Zoom at 10 o'clock with some friends of mine, and I do want to pop into there. I love the Zooms, I really do. I love catching up with my girls every weekend. See who's racing to order Diamond Art Club. Honestly, this week, they've got a Chuck Penson, they got a Mandy Manzano, they've got a couple of other ones. Nothing that really said, ooh, you gotta have that. I'm still waiting for one I ordered last week. Now, I didn't do the Saturday lottery rush thing, because I wasn't really sure if I was gonna order it, because I've got the Year of Landscapes coming up, and it's not a landscape and it's not an Alice, but I love it. It's a Jasmine Beckett Griffin, and it's one, like, I think I told you guys I have the Haid pattern for it, and with plans to have converted it to a diamond painting, but it's just so much easier if you can get the canvas that's already, marked up. So I ordered that. That should be here early next week, I think. So I'll unbox that too, and then I got some Uniquely Yours Down Under paintings that will be coming soon as well, and I'll be excited to show you those. And today at 3 p.m. I have a little video collage that's going to go, that'll be published at 3 p.m. when Treasure Studios Art releases these paintings. They are Nystique Arts. She does like ethnic painting, you know, African American women, but the colors. There's one that, oh my God, if you blinged this one out, it would look amazing because the woman's got this gorgeous jewelry on. And yeah, if you blinged that one out, it would be stunning, absolutely stunning. So it's only like a 2-minute thing. So take a look at that. If there's anything you like, use my code Rebecca15. There's a link down in my description that will actually take you to Treasure Studios Art's website, and then you can use the link. And what else? What else? Oh. Later this month, I'm going to be doing a premiere. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I just can't hide it. But I can't tell you what it is. It's a new craft. You know me, I will try anything. It's a new craft. Yes. So I'm going to do a premiere when it comes in. I should be getting it soon. When it comes in, I'm all about it. Yep. So, no hints. You guys have asked me for hints. You don't get any more hints. I've already hinted away. Now I just put those on the wrong place. Not that it matters, because I'm not even going to be able to find where I just put those. Yep. They're down there to stay. There was only a couple of them. Pay attention to what you're doing, Rebecca. All right. Today is National Tattoo Day. Do y'all have a tattoo? I do. I have a tattoo. Do I regret it? I don't regret it. But let me tell you, dear God, it was the most painful thing I have ever done in my life. I told the tattoo artist, giving birth was less painful than this. Oh God. It's on my low back, and no, I'm not going to show you because, you know, it's I'm big shouldered right now, and you know, you'd have to like move the fat to see the oh my God. Oh, it is getting dark outside. So I decided, you know, me and my bright ideas. My daughter wanted to get a tattoo, so I said, okay, but I'm going with you. I'm going to get one too. Now, I was dating this guy named Jeff, and he made me promise that I would get a tattoo with his name on it. And, you know, dumbass me, I did it. Yeah. So, but it's a beautiful tattoo. It's a rose. It's beautiful. It's colored. It's a rose, and it's got leaves, and in the middle of it, it says Jeff. So, after I broke up with Jeff, I decided I'm only gonna sleep with guys who wear glasses. That way, they'll take their glasses off. They won't be able to read the name, and whatever their name is, I'll say, oh yeah, it says, you know, if it's John, yeah, that's John. It says John. Oh God, it became a joke. It really did. Anyway, but I love the tattoo, and you know, I thought, well, I could cover that up, but like I said, it hurt like hell the first time. Yeah, not anything I want to repeat. Now, when my daughter went with me, she just gets this eensy weensy little tattoo like right in the back of her shoulder blade. Now, she's gotten more since then, and so she's like, Mom, what are you talking about? It didn't hurt. Well, this guy had me in a chair, kneeling in the chair, like the chair, you know, he turned the chair around. I was kneeling like over the back of the chair for hours. I couldn't feel my feet, and the tattoo thing hurt. Oh my God. So tell me if, you know, my son is tattooed like all over, and a lot of it does have meaning. You know, after his father passed away last year from COVID, he's doing this one. It's a very large tattoo. It involves something about his father, but he's had to do it in parts. And I'm like, you're crazy. I gave birth to you, your skin was perfect, and you're ruining it. He's got him on his legs, all over his arms. He's military. I don't know if that's a military thing or I don't know. I don't mind tattoos, but like what I don't like is like when they're on the neck or the face. That I think tattoos should be somewhere that can be hidden. Like if you have to go to a formal event, and you can cover up your tattoos. Like these women, they go crazy, they get tattooed, and then they want to have a wedding day, and they try on their gown, and the tattoo shows. And I've watched these things. What was that? Say Yes to the Dress. What happened to that show? I haven't seen it in a while. Anyway, I digress. I love the episodes where the women are, they're trying on dresses and the mother's like, nope, you've got to cover up that tattoo. That dress will not work. My God. And they're right. I agree with them. Cover up that tattoo for your wedding. Anyway. If you have a tattoo, let me know. Put it in the comments. Does it mean something to you? Does it have meaning? A lot of them do. But here's a few things. Now, if you're going to celebrate National Tattoo Day and go get a tattoo, don't, ask around. Who's a really good artist? Who should I use? Do your research. And before you go, make sure you're not starving, because it's going to take a while. Wear some comfortable clothing. Bring some water with you. Maybe eat a protein bar before you go so you don't get starving while you're there. What else? Tip the tattoo artist. Yes, you should tip them. Yeah. That's all I can think of. But anyway, yeah. Let me know if you're going to go get a tattoo today, because I want to see it. Yeah. Put a picture of your tattoo in the Facebook group. I'm curious. I can't take a picture of mine because it's back here. I can't get a camera back there. So, oh my word. Oh my word. I think I just put something in the wrong. I don't think I should be doing this when I'm so tired, right? No, I should not. It's an easy fix. Easy peasy, lemon breezy. Yeah, there we go. We fixed it. I'm tired. Very tired. The October retreat is only 3 months away. I'm so excited. Like, first of all, because it's a retreat, I get to see all my friends. And second of all, because I get some time off from work. I don't think I've taken any vacation time. The last time I took time off was when I had my knee surgery. I did short-term disability for that, I think. Maybe, yeah, because I took a little bit of time off, like a month off. But that was May of last year, so over a year. Now I take days off here and there because I don't feel well, and it's just the nature of my depression and anxiety and thyroid conditions. So but I have enough time to take vacation. But I rather use it when I need it, for days that I'm not feeling well. But anyway, so and the October retreat, I'm only taking like a couple of days off. But it's just going to be so nice. I'm going to drive. Tia will be coming to my house. Tia's Crazy Craft Editions is flying into Wichita from Las Vegas. I'm going to pick her up from the airport. We're going to have a little slumber party here. We'll go live and say hello to everybody. And, we'll have our little slumber party. And then the next day we're going to head to the retreat. And we're going to drive together, and we'll vlog while we're driving, like I did last year. That was kind of fun. Okay, let's talk judge, jury, and jury. We're going to go back to the Joshua Aid trial. Now, let me remind you about this trial. This is the trial. This couple was together for 5 years. They've been dating. And they're both Marines, you know, well, in the Marine Reserves. But he was her superior officer. Now, shame on him. She's much younger. So he lived in a town that was a couple of hours away from her. When she met him, he was married. He divorced his wife for her. So that was Joshua Aid. Her name was Rebecca Barkowski. So she takes the stand. And we'll talk about what actually happens through her testimony. She's on the stand for a full day. Let me describe her. She's got short blonde hair. Now, maybe 5'3" or 4", you know, average height, thin build, but looks almost like she's kind of a tough girl, you know. She's got a tough exterior. But then you see through her testimony that she's, like, several times she's about to cry, and so we learn that she has hearing deficit, and that she has some speech issues, and not from the shooting. This was before that. So let me start from the beginning here. So she's 34 years old, and she has been in the Marine Corps Reserve for 16 years. So the first thing she does is she gives a little background about their relationship, and then she describes a couple of events where he got violent towards her, domestic abuse. So, like I said, he does live a couple hours away from her, and at one point she tried to live with him. She lived with him for a few months and then decided, no, this is not a good idea, and she moved back home. But they still continued to date. But she said that she described him as a functional alcoholic, but that when he drank, Pearl is over there sleeping on top of my stool. Oh, so cute. But when he drank, he would get angry. He was like an angry drunk. And not for any particular reason, like he was just angry, you know. So there was one day she saw that he was drinking, he was getting angry, and so she took his car keys and she put them in the hat of her hoodie, because I guess he wanted to go somewhere and she didn't want him to go anywhere because he was drunk. So they argued about this, and he wrestles her to the floor to get the car keys. And so once she gets up, she leaves, and she said, you know, she got these rug burns. And I'm thinking, rug burns? Well, how bad can that be? But then she took pictures of these rug burns. They were horrendous rug burns. Like, you know, they were really bad, these rug burns. Then there was another event where he had been drinking all day. He was in the kitchen cooking a meal, and you know, becoming angry. So she goes into another room, and she sees this gun. You know, she said he had antique stuff all over the place, and one of these things was an antique gun. So she picks this antique gun up to look at it, and she can see that it's not loaded, and she cocks it, but then she realizes she doesn't know how to uncock it. So she's got it, she's holding on to it because she wants to ask him when he comes in, how do you uncock it? So he comes in the room, and so she's starting to fall asleep. He comes in the room, sees her with a gun in her lap, and he's getting angry. He gets all mad. So she goes upstairs, she packs her bag, she's like, I'm leaving. When she comes back downstairs, now the gun is loaded and he's pointing it at her. he took her cell phone. He hit her in the head. This is as she's going to her car. She's trying to get to her car. He takes her cell phone because she's trying to call someone. He hits her in the head. He drags her down to the ground. He started choking her to the point of unconsciousness. You know, he finally gets off of her, and she's able to get into her car and leave. And I think at this point someone else came on the scene, and I think that's why he stopped choking her. So she was able to get away. This is the point where she moves out and goes back home. So she had bruising on her neck, pain in her throat, and it was hard to swallow. So she waits a week or so, and then she goes to the emergency room. But she tells the emergency room that she fell off a ladder because she doesn't want to admit to this domestic abuse. But she said she didn't move. She finally breaks up with him. She said she was tired of being scared all the time, of fearing for her life. He was very upset about the breakup, and he kept trying to change her mind. So at this point, now she and the prosecuting attorney are reading all the Facebook messages that he's sending to her on Facebook Messenger. So the prosecutor reads his part, she reads her part, and this goes on for a while because there's a lot of text messages. I don't know why she just didn't block him. That's what I would have done. You were blocked. No, but she keeps carrying on these conversations with him. Where's my stuff? You know, I'm going to bring it to you. You know, hi, boo, how are you? I'm not your boo. I broke up with you. Like, he just can't get it through his thick skull that we're not together. She keeps saying, we're not together, you know. Why don't we get back together? No, we're not getting back together. And this goes on and on and on. So the Wednesday before the shooting, they're reading all these Facebook messages going back and forth, and she has a truck. She has a truck of his. She's going to return the truck because she's already secured a new car for herself. But there was something wrong with the radiator, and she didn't want to drive the 2 hours to return the truck to him until she fixed the radiator, because she thought, you know, she wouldn't make it the 2 hours. So he says, well, let me come help you. She says, no, I've hired somebody that's going to help me do it. Well, is that your new boyfriend? No, I don't have a new boyfriend. She said, you know, this is his name. He said you can call him if you're not comfortable with, you know, if you want to talk to him about fixing the radiator. So she gives him the guy's number. So Joshua calls the guy and tells the guy, we don't need you, don't come. So of course she finds out that he, you know, calls the guy and tells him this, and she's like, why did you do that? So I guess she calls the guy back and says, yes, I do want you to come help me. So this is on the following Tuesday night. She's out in the garage with her father. Now her father and mother had just moved into the area so they could be near their daughter, and so her father's helping her, and this guy that she hired is helping her, and they get the radiator all fixed and it's all done, and they're getting ready to put it back in the vehicle, and they're putting tools away, and Joshua walks up to the garage. He says, hey boo, how you doing? Well, she backs away because now he's got a gun with a laser pointer on it, and the laser pointer is pointed between her eyes. So she's backing away. He fires. The first shot nothing happens on the first shot. She said it misfired. But the second shot, she ducks, and what it does is it enters into her ear and goes back through this occipital area. She never loses consciousness. She's awake the entire time after this, which is incredible. She doesn't remember anything that happens on the scene after that. She doesn't know that he shot her father and killed him. She doesn't know that he shot her friend that he had hired in the head as well. He also survives. Um, Incredible story, because the police come on the scene. I can put some pictures here for you of what you can see where she was in the garage when she's shot. Now, on cross-examination, the defense says, weren't you going for a gun? Didn't you have a gun back there? And she's like, I didn't have any guns in the garage. She admits that she owned 4 guns. None of them were in the garage. What she does admit to having in the garage is a clip, a magazine that goes into the gun. But, you know, magazine's not going to work if you don't have the gun. So no, she says, I wasn't going for a gun. I was just, you know, I ducked because he had a laser pointed at my head. So the police come on the scene. They can't tell where she's injured. She's just bleeding. They're looking all over her body. They can't tell that it's a head wound. I don't know how. They don't figure out that, and they're like, can you get up and walk? So they try to get her up, and she stumbles and falls back down. And they're like, we need to get you out of here. You got to get up and walk. They made this woman literally like walk, and like she's nauseous. They keep having to stop because she goes to the ground to vomit, and they take her like 2 houses down because they didn't know where the shooter was. They didn't know if the shooter was still on the scene. But then you hear the ambulance come, and then they start taking care of the woman. But the judge, they took a recess, you know, after the prosecution finishes questioning her for lunch. But the judge looks at one of the police officers, you know, because there's always an investigator there. The lead investigator can stay there during the trial. He looks at the lead investigator. He says, do you guys use, because this was all caught on body cam, them walking her away from the scene. And he says, do you guys use this body cam footage for what not to do when you have someone with a head injury that's been shot in the head? Because it probably wasn't a good idea to walk her 3 houses down. And the guy just laughed, you know. But this judge is funny. He really's like, y'all use that as footage of what not to do? Yeah. Yeah. Let me just see. Okay, so they put her in the ambulance. She, you know, who do you know who did it? Yes, I know who did it. Joshua Aid. So she's able to voice who did it. The other person on the scene is able to voice who did it. So, but that is her testimony. And I really felt bad for her during the cross-examination because I felt like the defense attorney was sort of blaming her, like maybe she instigated these events of violence towards her, you know, which I felt, you know, why are you blaming a victim of domestic violence? That's terrible. Yeah, so that's her testimony. So we're still going to hear from the other guy that was shot on the scene, and more to come on this trial. And we have to do this day in history because it's a really cool day. Yep. Let me find it. Man, is it getting dark out there. Woo. We're going to have some. And my guy's supposed to come mow the lawn today. Oh, boy. Oh, my iPad is on the way. I'm so glad because this one just does not hold a charge. You know, it will go from 100% to 10% in an hour, you know, and it shouldn't be that way, you know. But like I said, this is 7 years old, and it's pretty old for an iPad. Okay, let's see. Choose one. History. This day in history, Disneyland opened their doors. It was what is now called Black Sunday. This was in 1955. Now, Walt Disney designed this huge, you know, he bought 160-acre orange grove in Anaheim, California, and he's going to make this theme park. Now, his brother's thinking, this is a horrible idea. we're just never going to recover financially from this. But he's like, nope, it's going to happen. He built $17 million to build this park, and rushes it. It's done in just over a year. So he decides he's going to have this grand opening, and it's by invitation only that you can come, and it's televised, and which is really interesting because, and the host of this grand opening on the television was Ronald Reagan. And they estimate that out of like 11 million people in the U.S., that 40 million of them were watching it on television. Like, it was a huge thing. But what happened was, it was a 90-minute live broadcast. They had the opening ceremony, he cuts the ribbon, they have the national anthem, the flags are raised, and they have this guy on horseback riding through Frontierland, or whatever they called it. But behind this 90-minute production is chaos. Absolute chaos, because it was by invitation only. I think he invited like 15,000 people, and there ended up being 40,000 people because someone counterfeited the tickets, sold counterfeit tickets, and they had people outside the gate. Somebody made a ladder, and people were paying him $5 to use the ladder to go over the fence and get into Disneyland. They ran out of food. They ran out of drinks. The lines were horrendous for the rides. Main streets, the gravel on the main street was melting. It was so hot. The women's high heels was sinking into the street. It was like this nightmare. The paddle boat, was sinking because it had too many people on it. Just a disaster. But they quickly recovered, and within a month they had everything up and going, full capacity, and I think he made a profit in the first year. Yeah. Oh, here's the statistics. Okay, because I gave you the wrong statistics. Where did it go? Now it's gone. Okay. 165 million people in this country, 70 million people watched this live thing. And Walt Disney wasn't happy there. He decided, I'm going to get a whole bunch of land in Florida, Orange County, Florida, and start building Walt Disney World. Yeah. Which I think it started in 1965. It took a bit longer to build. It opened in the line of cars to get into Disneyland that night was so long that parents were taking their kids out on the freeway to pee, because there were no restrooms, and they were all waiting in their cars to get into the parking lot. Can you imagine? Wow. Then they had a tiger and a panther that was in a circus parade that broke loose and staged a furious death struggle on Main Street. They had 36 cars on the Autotopia, which Disney envisioned as a utopian miniature freeway in which children would learn respectful rules of the road, were wrecked by aggressive drivers who crashed into other vehicles. Oh my God. So, fast forward 60 years later, 750 million people have passed through Disneyland's turnstiles. Now, I've never been to Disneyland. Been to Disney World many, many times. Many times. But never Disneyland. So maybe I should put that on my bucket list. It wouldn't be high up on my bucket list because I've been to Disney World so many times I might be disappointed by Disneyland, which is, a bit older. But anyway, So, happy birthday to Disneyland, and that was opened in 1955. Was it 55? Yep, 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 yep. Yep, was it? I don't know. Yep, July 17th, this day in history, 1955. What? Who's crying? Stitch. Oh, hi, baby. You went up here with mommy. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. She's like, I went up here with my mommy. This one is so affectionate. Like, he will come, he'll fall asleep on my butt, not on my butt, on my boobs, not my butt. Pearl, she'll if she's in the mood, she'll come sit next to me, and I can pet her. But she doesn't like to be cuddled, or she doesn't like that. And they both will sleep next to me, but Pearl's not. She's kind of like, nah, I'm doing my own thing. I don't need you. Anyway, I have more housework to do. Don't forget, tomorrow in the live, Mickey Sunshine Creates will be my special guest, where we will start our mystery diamond paintings. I'm going to finish this up today, sometime today, and kit up my mystery diamond painting. I've already prepared the canvas. I just have to kit it up. So I will see you all tomorrow. Love you. That's at 11 Central tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Love you. Bye. Take care.